Hello there, and welcome to Scott Bradley Art. Thank you very much for joining me. It's lovely to see you. Welcome to another painting, because that's what I do. I paint things. Occasionally I draw things as well. I will politely ask you, don't all subscribe at once. I know how tempting it can be, but you could crash the system, so try to stagger it out a little bit. I must say I really struggled with this painting, especially in the beginning. At one stage I wanted to plunge my palette knife into the canvas and rip it in two, because that's how dissatisfied I was, but I managed to turn it around, and I'll explain to you shortly why that was. But I'm actually pretty pleased with how it turned out. Overall, I really enjoy painting trees, and recently I've been trying to figure out a way to inject my own unique artistic touch to the painting process of trees. Hence why my cat is calling me. One moment. Okay, I'm back. I have a very, very spoiled cat, and whenever I turn my attention to something else, she's there and she starts speaking to me. And I think she can sense that I'm trying to create some audio for my YouTube video, so she chooses this very moment to start telling me exactly what she wants. Little does she know I can't understand a word she's saying. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Painting trees and branches. One of my favourite things to do. And by this point I'm actually very, very happy with how the painting is going. Very happy. I chose red here for these fallen trees because I wanted the foreground to stand out. I wanted something unique, and you don't see a red tree every day, so I thought that would be a suitable colour. So by this point I actually started becoming quite dissatisfied with the painting, because these trees, they were supposed to be in the background, and these leaves that I'm currently painting, I feel like they brought all of the trees forward and created this kind of curtain effect where the painting just ends at this tree line, and that's not the effect that I wanted. I always like to have a sense of depth in my paintings where your eye can kind of be cast towards and through the painting, and the details that I placed in the background I feel kind of prevented that. So hence why soon I start to begin to scrape everything off. But I couldn't sleep because of this. I was laying awake at 11:30 at night thinking, what can I do to save this painting? What can I do? And the concept of scraping paint off and starting again hadn't really occurred to me, but that's what I did. I also felt like something was missing in the foreground, so allow me to introduce to you Big Belly Tree. This big belly tree is actually a tree from a different drawing. It wasn't actually wasn't supposed to be part of the composition, but I felt like something was missing, so I decided to pluck this tree from one of the drawings in my sketchbook and introduce him into my painting. This is always great fun. I mix the oil paint with a fair amount of linseed oil, which makes it very, very thin. And you get a thin brush and you can create these lovely thin twig-like effects. I hold the brush very, very loosely and I allow gravity to do the work. And here the scraping commences. I was actually very dubious about scraping the paint off, very worried that I was going to ruin things, but at one stage I thought, it doesn't matter. And I actually quite enjoyed the rough, rugged effect that it gave. I feel like it gives the painting more layers and more depth. I didn't paint over all of it. I left some of the old colour, or the original colour, showing through. And what I painted over the top I did very loosely and very roughly, which I was very, very, very happy and pleased about the result of this actually. I'm not sure who this little person is. I spontaneously decided to add them in. It could be me, emerging from a dream, realizing that art is my calling. Or it could just be me returning after taking a leak from behind a tree. But that's for you, the viewer, to decide. Just adding on the finishing touches. I feel that blue is a very nice contrasting colour. And there we have it. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all a lovely day and a very, very Merry Christmas. Take it easy.